Damn, Manny.
Yo, what's good? It's your host Phil, back with another Living Life. I'm here at Retro City in Philadelphia, PA, with producer, engineer, / the plug, Manny Mozart. You might have heard of him. He's worked with Post Malone, Maddox, Brad Gray from On My Block. Season 3 coming March 11th. And he's now working with Malone with the new hit single Exclusive, now streaming on all platforms. Manny, how you doing today, man?
I'm good, man. How you feeling, bro?
I'm great, bro. So, I just introduced some of the artists you work with. Who's the artist you're working with now, like currently, that's like your favorite artist to work with?
I'm working with, right now, a lot of up-and-coming artists. Shout out to Poundside Pop,
Right.
Ike Beats, Fresh, Ja. A lot of up-and-coming artists out of the city. Malone, Brett, you know. And the reason why I'm working with them as opposed to, you know, like the established artists, I want to break and help the new up and coming artists and really help solidify them, like kind of be like a part of that legacy as opposed to like trying to like, and no disrespect to already the established artists, but you know, I want to create something so we can all grow together. You know, I feel like that's more valuable. You know,
start the new wave.
You know, just, you know, it's like Quincy Jones, you know, took a young Michael Jackson, you know what I mean?
And created something great.
It made it sound great. And now now when you mention Michael Jackson, you don't have no choice but to mention Quincy Jones, you know? So that's kind of where my focus is at. And I feel like right now, Philly is just a great market. It's just open.
Right, it's open. So you talk about working with the up and coming artists. What's that like? What's your experience being a producer working with up and coming artists in Philly in particular?
It's definitely fun. It's not easy. It's not easy at all, but it's a great experience. You know, you deal with a lot of like personality. When I mean personality, I mean in a good way, you know, because you have a lot of different energies. You got a lot of different, essentially, even though we're all part of the same culture, it's a lot of different influences. And
it's a good challenge to have.
It's a good challenge, you know, good challenge to have. And I, you know, even just working with just the producers, you know, just even the producers is cool. Shout out to like some of the up and coming producers, like, you know, Manny Lorenco, cousin Vinny. You know, can't forget about, you know, like I mentioned Ike Beats before. You know, and I mean, I can't forget about, you know, my young boys, So Bright, So Lost. Like,
let's go on.
Let's go on. You know what I mean? If I got you, you know, didn't mean to, but just
ain't no harm, no foul.
You know, and but it's real unique, you know. And then even we're working with like some of the songwriters, like you take like Modesty, you know, who's the one that, you know, had a heavy influence with, you know, on Malone's project, and you know, they work with a lot of people from like her to Justin Bieber.
Right.
Shout out to my homie Blake Winters, working with Chris Brown, you know. A lot of different people, you know. There's a lot of writers out there, you know, and it's just dope, you know. And like I said, you know, I could essentially name a whole bunch of, you know, established producers and artists that I work with from Pop Wanzel and Flip and, you know, Aunt Bell, Dre and Vidal, you know.
The list
goes on, but like I said, I like to focus on the new, and no disrespect to the old heads, you know, I appreciate them, but like I said, I like to focus on the up and coming, you know. It's just something new. I like the new shit, you know. Everybody wants the new shit, you know what I mean? So why not work with the new sound, you know?
Yeah. So like you said, you like working with new artists. And one of the artists I mentioned is Malone, who got the hit single Exclusive out right now. Everybody doing the Malone challenge right now.
Shout out to Malone too. You know,
go on social media, enter in that contest, that giveaway. So what's the steps after you make a hit single?
So the steps essentially is the first thing you want to do is make sure everything is taken care of, your business, and I think that's key. It's a step that a lot of people don't pay attention to and we often forget about, but you know, and what I mean by business, I mean making sure your ASCAP, BMI, CSAC, even Sound Exchange. That's another one. If you're not familiar with it, look
get
it
your
up.
Music copyright.
Get everything, you know, taken care of. And there's a lot of those companies. I mean, even though I mentioned the top 3, there's more companies out there. You'll be surprised how many is out there. But just making sure all the logistics is right, and then after that's right, you can, you know, essentially distribute it. You know, and And the reason why I said take care of that first is because once everybody know what they expect, whether it's the percentages, whether it's the breakdown, whatever type of agreement it is, we can all move forward. And like I said, when you distribute it, you can distribute on, now it's just crazy. You got YouTube, SoundCloud, you can
stream on everything.
You got different, like different stuff where like DistroKid or CD Baby or TuneCore, they got United Masters. There's a lot of distributions. Even companies like Empire, like independent, there's so many platforms with distribution.
Right.
And just like I said, once it's distributed, or distributed,
what's the last step?
You got to make sure the marketing is correct.
That's key. Marketing is key.
And marketing, I think that's one good thing that my leash is doing right now is with the marketing, even with this challenge, just thinking outside of the box, it's because everybody right now, especially in Philly, it's like everybody, not everybody, but there's a lot of people making music, and that's one thing, like people might often say, oh, the music industry is saturated, but no, it's perfect right now, because that means it's jobs for everybody. At one point, people like they was making, so I'm gonna give y'all some facts. They was making like billions of dollars off of CDs, right? People stopped buying CDs, all this money was gone. So now, you know what I mean, when they started doing this new thing called streaming, this $8 billion that was gone from CDs, now it's $20 billion, you know what I mean, from streaming. Exactly. So it's just so much, it's so much money out there. So I'm putting y'all on some game because basically, there's gonna be some stuff going on. So it's changing, and it's changing for good. So
the 3 steps, we got distribution, marketing, and what was the last step?
The first one was make sure the business is right. You can't forget about. That's why I said that's the first step.
First one,
that's why
business, distribution, marketing. Those are the 3 steps. Up and coming rappers and producers. You know what I mean? Those are 3 steps you gotta do. But we appreciate you, Manny. As always, love. Once again, it's your boy Phil signing out with Living Life, where we highlight businesses and brands, entrepreneurs, and what they dedicated their lives to. We signing out.